Hi, we're back. Technically we had a video a couple weeks ago, but that was of 9 months ago. This is of us in the present. We have Daydream Nation by Sonic Youth. How is it going, everyone?
Everyone's good. How are you, Silas?
Good. How are you, camera woman?
I'm great.
Nice.
There she is. Wow, well, I probably maybe don't look the same. I'm getting older.
Neither do I, and I don't sound the same either.
Yeah.
My voice is lower.
Our last video was what, for Sister?
9 months ago.
It was that long ago?
No, not Sister. That was the Neil Young Archives. It was 9 months ago.
Right.
Yep.
We did a Neil Young. So, we should say, this is a Sonic Youth. We started a Sonic Youth album, Quarantine Hearts, which was not really relevant as a name of our channel anymore.
No,
Because
True.
we started this in 2020.
Yeah, it was in 2020.
But the idea was to go through each Sonic Youth album as we did with Neil Young and as we did with the Velvet Underground.
Yeah, and now we have Sonic Youth. And you'll see, we don't really have an idea for our fourth artist yet, but that's in the future.
I was going to say, for people who don't know this channel, you can go back and watch all of the videos from the very first Neil Young video, which was in 2020 when we were in quarantine.
And we've had some viewers who have done that, so.
Yeah, and that was the point of this channel.
Yep.
And that was really fun. And so Neil Young will still happen because he's always releasing.
Because he's always releasing, yeah.
So that's why we'll do a few of those interspersed in there.
Right. We're planning for the next video to be a new Neil Young album that came out how many years ago?
I think just last year.
Last year?
Or maybe even
Right.
this year. I forget. It's new music.
This year.
Oh, yeah,
This
the
year?
Chrome. There's a Chrome.
No, we're going to do
Chrome
before and
Arts.
after first.
And the before and after, I think, was last year. I can't remember
Yeah.
exactly. Anyway, but
then
we're here to talk
we're
about a
just-
different record.
Yeah. We're just doing Sonic Youth, Neil Young, you get the gist. But here's Sonic Youth, Daydream Nation.
From 1988.
Yeah.
Do you want to say something about this before I go into my spiel about the background to this thing?
No, you have the floor.
I got the floor. Okay. Well, this came out in 1988. It is one of two records released on Blast First and Enigma in the U.S., which was Enigma was a Capitol Records subsidiary. So this is their first foray into a major label land. And they showed. They spent, I think $70,000, I think. No, they spent $30,000 on this, recording $1,000 a day, which is the equivalent today of something like almost six figures. They spent a lot of money on this, and they, at this point they were still an underground band, but they decided to get really ambitious with this. Mm-hmm. And so they signed to this label Enigma Records, which was a subsidiary of Capitol Records, to really get more distribution. Produced something here called Daydream Nation as a double album. Apparently it came from a ton of Thurston Moore's writing, a lot of loose and improvised sort of jams, as they called it.
Yep.
And they worked on it for a long time, and they really developed it, and it came out to be one of their defining statements as a band throughout their entire career. I think most people would agree. If this isn't their favorite record, it's in the maybe top two or three. We had to change the lighting.
Yep, we changed the
Lighting has changed.
Lighting was a little
Nothing
bright,
else has
so
changed.
we changed it, and you can see it looks a little darker now, but it's not that much.
We'll go with it.
Yep.
So, where was I? So this is a double record, right? And it's kind of them at their peak. They were an underground band. They were slowly getting a little more melodic, and this is sort of the record for Sonic Youth that has the most melodic, the most sort of hooks. But at the same time, there's a lot of long and extended, really interesting passages. And here they are. This is somewhere in Manhattan.
Yep.
I always think, who does this guy look like?
He looks a lot like Harry Potter, doesn't he? Steve Shelley.
Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah, this is in his
Oh, that's not Steve Shelley.
pre
that's
Harry
Steve
Potter
Shelley.
stage.
Yes.
The drummer of Sonic Youth.
Yeah. He looks a lot like Harry Potter, actually.
Yeah.
Four sides, produced by Nick Sansano, who I guess was a hip hop producer. He did stuff with, was it the Jungle Brothers or Public Enemy, I think. And they embraced it. They was this guy doesn't know anything about noise rock. Who cares? Let's just do it. I'm not sure why they chose Nick Sansano, but they did, and they recorded in August of '88. And apparently they had a very strict deadline about mastering, and they finished, I guess, the trilogy, essentially the final side of music.
Yep.
The day before they had to master it. They sort of rushed it, apparently, but it didn't seem to matter. Kim Gordon apparently didn't love her vocals throughout. Those were also done rather quickly, but they went with it. Interesting about this copy is it comes with a poster, and we have two different posters in here. Do you know about this, camera woman?
I do not.
So we have...
Oh, I know that image, though.
Yeah. This is, I think, the poster... I think this is a European poster, and I think this is the poster it was supposed to come with.
Right. Makes him
whatever.
look-
They're the same image, but they're slightly.
It makes him look really
Ah,
tall.
I don't want to ruin this.
It makes him look really tall.
Yeah. So, this thing was like, what was it? One of the top albums of the Paz and Jop poll, New York Village Voice. This was an immediate like critical sensation, and it led to them getting signed by Geffen Records later. But first, they would do the Whitey album, which is the other one on Enigma Records, Camera Woman.
Which I love.
Yeah, that's I love it too. That's when they do cover Madonna. But
To the groovy.
so when I first heard this, Silas, I was a little bit older than you, and the song "Teenage Riot" instantly
It's a hit.
grabbed me. I remember being a kid, and before this, I listened to "Dirty" only, the
Just
album
Dirty,
that came a few albums later, because of the Columbia House Club. That was the tape I got in
Oh, yeah.
1992 after listening to Nirvana. I got "Dirty," and I listened to that. That's all I listened to. But I worked at a grocery store.
Yep.
And this dude that worked there, do I remember his name? No. He didn't look like he was into anything cool. But he was like, oh, you like Sonic Youth? So you like Daydream Nation, right? And I was like, oh, I haven't heard that one. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he drove me over to the local, I guess it would have been a wall even then.
Yep.
The wall.
We apologize for any background noise, by the way. Our cat is close.
He's licking his butt.
Yeah.
And he brought me over there, and he's like, here it is. And he put the cassette in my hand, and then I was like, oh, okay. Because, you know, when you're a kid, when I was a kid, camera woman,
Yep.
you had, like, very few things to listen to, and you kind of didn't really branch out. You were like, oh, this is what I have.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is Sonic Youth. Okay, I have this Dirty tape. But I didn't even think about other Sonic Youth for some reason.
Okay, yeah.
At least I didn't. I didn't have a lot of people around me giving me things. So this guy put this in my hands, and the rest was history, as they say. And it's a classic first three songs: "Teenage Riot," "Silver Rocket," and "The Sprawl," which is Kim Gordon's.
I was listening to this, I think, all at the same time.
Okay.
I think I heard about Sonic Youth with the year punk broke.
Yeah.
Right.
1991.
Side note: Daydream Nation is the Candles. That's where Candles came from. Because
Yeah, the candle is a Gerhard
also-
Richter painting.
also
Yeah,
because there's a
Gerhard
song,
Richter, and I think the back is in the front. They're both Gerhard Richter.
right?
And
But yeah,
yeah, go ahead.
there's also a song named Candle, so that's
Yep. There's 3 songs by Lee Ronaldo singing vocals, which is pretty high number for him.
It's true. He usually doesn't do much. We have some of these songs on our trailer. A Sonic Youth
Eric's
trailer.
Trip, Hey Joni, and
Rain King.
Rain King. Yep.
Yeah.
That one I remember on family trips, going down to sit on the beach in Cape Cod with my headphones.
Yeah, you told me about that.
listening to Rain King and
Yeah.
feeling very moody.
Yeah.
Eric's Trip is also the source of the band Eric's Trip, isn't it?
They picked that name from the
Based on
song.
this.
Yeah.
Hey Joni is apparently like their take on this stupid 60s song called Hey Joe. I'm not a fan of that song, people. I just want to say. I don't like that song. And every band in the 60s covered Hey Joe. This is Hey Joni, apparently a reference to Joni Mitchell.
Right.
And what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, Eric's Trip. It was about a Eric Emerson LSD trip
It's
or
about,
something.
Yeah, it was in an Andy Warhol film.
Yeah. Oh, right, from the Warhol film.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
And so that this is typical of Sonic Youth. They reference the film and art world in their music, and that's why they a lot of times will call art rock.
Lots of sci-fi.
Yes. Right. That's the other thing. What's the
I can't remember. It was
We were just reading these facts the
Yeah.
other day. Put a lot of references to sci-fi on here too, Silas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trilogy at the end. Eliminator Jr., I thought was a fun fact I never thought about. The final, there's a trilogy of part A, B, and C.
For some reason, it says A, B, Z, not C.
Oh, right, A, B, Z. And that, because apparently, this is what Wikipedia thinks, Eliminator Jr. is a combination of for the band Dinosaur Jr. and ZZ Top,
Oh,
I
okay.
found that to be very funny.
which they
That
somehow
is-
thought it sounded like, which
There were two
it's kind of a rave up.
references to ZZ Top. in this.
Well, and they put A, B, Z,
Oh, right,
apparently,
that's the other ZZ
to close out the
Top.
album with Z.
Yeah.
And that song is I like how it goes from Hyperstation, which is where they mention the title, the lyric Teenage Riot or Daydream Nation, and then they go into Eliminator Jr., which is kind of like a punky, kind of fast song.
Right.
And I don't know if it sounds like ZZ Top, but
Providence is an interesting song. It's short, but it's like not really like.
oh yeah,
Oh,
good point.
you gotta
That's
talk about
Providence,
Providence is 2 different phone calls from Mike Watt calling Thurston. Did you find your? He says. And
What's your memory, Thurston?
we might have to
Right out the
you have to
window.
bleep that one
Yeah,
out.
I'm going to. You've already heard that.
But it's Thurston Moore apparently playing piano, sort of like improvising a bit.
Yep.
The other cool thing is right, Angela?
Yeah.
That'll be on the next album. Yeah, each side has a different symbol of the label. This is Kim Gordon for the female, the Y. That's Lee Ronaldo, Infinity. The Omega is Thurston, and then the drummer dude is Steve Shelley, and this references Led Zeppelin 4, which had those symbols, the 4 symbols on the 4th Led Zeppelin album,
Right.
which we could show real quick if we want. But
where is it?
It's over there. But everybody's
Somewhere
seen
over
that a zillion times. So this was the peak for Sonic Youth for a lot of people, and perhaps me.
It was.
It's certainly one of my favorite Sonic Youth records.
Yeah. Should we do candles now?
Do you want to say anything else about it? What did you think about it?
It's
Without giving your candle rating right away.
right.
Like,
It's an interesting album.
what was your reaction to it? Because it's interesting. Is this the first time you've heard it?
Pretty sure I've heard some songs of it before. I didn't really remember some of the songs. Some of them I did remember, like for example, Eric's Trip.
I'm breathing the myth. I'm over the city. Future. I'm high inside your kiss.
And Candle.
My Sunday. I'm the cocker on the rock.
And Teenage Riot are ones that I can remember.
Yeah.
Ones like I don't really remember listening to Providence.
Right here. I'm downstairs in your window. Your phone booth. Your
Cross the Breeze. I don't know that one. I don't know Kissability.
She's got kissability. You can be a star.
Don't
It
remember
ain't
it, but
hard. Something like that.
Yeah,
I've heard this album many times, but
you can tell.
yeah. So anything else jump out at you when you were listening to it? What do you think of Lee's songs?
Lee songs. He does a lot more. Yeah, it's not usually this much.
Some people are not a fan of Lee's contribution to Sonic Youth. I think those people are crazy.
Yeah.
People can kick rocks.
We
Yeah,
have
they
met
can go
Lee.
kick rocks.
No, I've met them. You too have met.
Yes, we have. That's another story for another time.
Lee. Yeah.
Yeah. 1988, the peak of Sonic Youth, their 6th album.
Yeah.
What else can we say? I think there's probably tons more we could say. It's known as one of the greatest albums of all time. Oh, yeah. Was it Pitchfork put this in their top 100? So they rated it very high. It was also, I don't think any other Sonic Youth records have this distinction, and not many musical recordings do, of being added to the National Registry of Recordings in, I think, 2005 or something, which is like, up there with like Woody Guthrie and Dylan and all that stuff. So that's pretty big, accolade.
Yeah.
So how many candles? Like 2?
No, not 2. 8 candles is what
8
I'm giving
candle
it.
for
8
you?
candles. Yep.
That's low.
It's just I don't know. I kind of thought you would think it was low.
No, that's okay. You have your opinion.
Yeah.
But refresh my memory. Do you remember what you gave some of the other albums? Sister? And,
I haven't given.
and
This is the
Evolve?
highest one I've gotten so far. I'm pretty sure.
It is, okay.
But I like the later albums, which people are probably gonna not like me for that. But I'm kidding. But like, I don't know. I just like the later albums.
I have no problem. I mean, there's only a few Sonic Youth records you'll see throughout the course of this that I.
My favorite Sonic Youth is probably Washing Machine. But yeah.
Well, you're giving away the lead, or
We're
you're
not
giving
there
away
yet.
the all right. You can always edit that out. Is this a perfect album, Camera Woman?
Yes. Perfect album.
It's a perfect album.
What do you give it?
Very few perfect albums. This is a 10 out of 10.
Take yours.
One thing I want to say, 10 out of 10. This is in the late 80s, and it's hard not to hear this one more than any other one that has like a very, very distinct 80s sound.
And there's no stink on it.
Well, that's what I was going to
insane.
say.
Yeah.
It has you hear this and like, oh, this is from the 80s, obviously, because there's some of their music which could sound like it's from any time, but because of the production, this guy was a Sansano and working with hip hop, like he gave it a very dated sound, but it does not take away from this record at all. Nicholas
Transcends it.
Sansano. Yeah, you can hear it in the drums. Really, is the most part. But it doesn't take away at all. I have to give it a 10 candles too. I think it's hard to say, is this perfect? Like, in terms of the songs on it, I can't say there's any aspect to it where I'm like, nah, that's a bit of a downer. No, it's all top rate. It's all super surging and immediate and interesting, and there's lots of like cool passages. There's still a lot of the noise in there that they had in their earlier albums. But hooks, like Teenage Riot is a hook and a half. So it is a perfect 10 candle.
Okay, well,
Can
yeah.
you live with that?
Yes, that's fine. I'm gonna end up giving some time. I probably already gave something a 10 candle. I'm sure I gave a Neil Young's album a 10 candle. If you want to tell me that, you can.
Shakies.
Comments. Yeah, right. Shakies. Yeah.
All right. Well, I feel like we could go on a long time with this one, but we won't.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna put some stuff
Sure.
in. You're gonna edit in some things.
I will edit some things. I'll edit in the songs that I listed,
All right.
which I already did.
Well, I'm glad we got to do this, and since it's summer, I hope we can do a few more. And the next one being Goo.
No, but first we have the Neil Young
Should
before
we
and
do-
after, but then we'll go to Goo, yes, and then
We're gonna stick to, I think, Sonic Youth proper. Chaconi Youth is kind of a, even though it comes right after this, it's sort of a different thing.
is it?
Technically Sonic Youth.
It's not technically. There's other people. Mike Watt is involved.
We
in
can
that.
we can include it in the next episode maybe, if we wanted.
Okay.
We'll see though.
Maybe you can do a Madonna bender.
Madonna Bender. All right. Well, anyway.
All right.
Thanks, Alice. Thanks for
Yeah,
doing
we'll
this with me.
see you. Yeah, of course.
Take care.
Bye.